Hey kids! So in an effort to, 1, diversify my channel content, and 2, prove that I like something other than Minecraft, I got something I want to show you. So I play a lot of D&D. It's another one of those things that help me keep, I never have to worry about developing a social life or basic hygiene kind of things. I tend to DM a lot. It's because I enjoy making up the stories. And every now and then, you're going to need just a whole bunch of little adventures to fill in the spots on a campaign you made. The one I'm running right now it's got a few plot points the characters have to figure out and stumble into, and the rest is just them getting in trouble. Which means I need to come up with a lot of things to keep them busy, otherwise I gotta sit there and think on my feet, and I'm not quite as good at that as I like to be. So what I got today, these are the Pathfinder plot twist cards. There's 2 different decks mixed in all of this. As you can see, okay, there's some kind of mini game you can do with these. I'm not really sure what. That's not why I bought them, mostly because I had too much money at the time, which is why I buy a lot of things. You can see here, this guy's got 4 different things on it, right? And what we're going to do is we're going to use these to make an adventure. Not a really big one, a quick little adventure. Now, just to show that I'm being completely on the up and up here, it's just... I really ought to sleeve these things. I shuffle them quite a lot, actually. Plus, it's a lot easier to shuffle them in sleeves. So what we're going to do here is we're going to start out, let's cut that. We're going to grab 4 of these. We'll set the rest of these aside. Now what these are, these represent the bare bones of an adventure we're going to create right here at my table. So, what I'm going to start off. Now these things each have the four things, the 4 lines on them. I'm going to use the first line on this one, the second on this one, the third on this, and the 4th on this. With the idea that this is the plot hook, this is the first act, this is the second act, and this is the twist at the end to try to make everything interesting. Right? So here we go. We have, use the first one, Dreams Herald Coming Doom. We can work with that. Number 2 on this one, Promise of Glory Fuels Bravery. Ooh, hey, that's, you know what? We might be dreaming about some glory there, shouldn't we? Evidence of a conspiracy arises. So as we're trying to go out, as part of our glory, we stumble onto a hidden plot of some kind. And the last one, the twist at the end, you remember the lingo. Alright. So one of the first things... Ooh, a little bit of glare there. I'm doing this... My camera's hanging off my my arm lamp here. And just to make this a little easier, we're going to grab... This is the Pathfinder's Urban NPC deck, which again I bought because I had too much money. This is the guy, the person, who's going to give us involved in all of this. We've got a rather plain-looking individual, townsfolk, right? So, we have Dreams Herald Coming Doom. She's dreamt something bad's going to happen. Promise of Glory Fuels Bravery. Well, obviously we need to stop this coming doom. And someone figures they're going to make out good on this. Process of finding out whatever the coming doom is, we have evidence of a conspiracy. And remembering the lingo could come from that dream. So, we've walked into a town or a village. The party is trying to find things. This person comes up and says, I've been having these weird recurring dreams that something bad is going to happen, but I don't really know what they mean. But she thinks she can stop it. And the evidence of figuring out what the hell's going on is a conspiracy, so we have someone in the village or something around, is messing with people's dreams. Probably, like what, a hag? Or some local mystic. If you go low end, some monster that gets into dreams or nightmares or things like that. And she's going to need to remember enough of this dream to figure out how to break whatever's causing this. Okay. This character runs up to the party's cleric, because obviously the cleric can be trusted. You need to help me out of this horrible dream that something terrible is going to happen. Someone plans to do something with the town council. I think they're in trouble. And I'm pretty sure that if you can help me figure out what it is, not only will we be heroes, because heroes like to be heroes, but we can parlay this into something else. So what happens is that there's someone on the council interfering with everyone's dreams to control them to... What's a good nefarious end and a low end one? It's a level 1. They plan to spoil the crops. They want to do something, mess up the crops, forcing everyone to buy a bunch of wheat that they've picked up from a source a few towns over. They figure this will make them rich. And when they finally confront who it is, figure who it is and confront them, they'll confront them at the town hall, and she'll remember some set of words that everyone else in the town hall has heard in their dreams, and they'll realize something's up. That's a pretty low level one. You're probably looking at a villain that's maybe suitable for a level 2 or level 3. It's pretty small. However, this here, we have a conspiracy. Let's take this a step further. See what happens. So as part of our conspiracy, get that back up here, set that aside. As part of our conspiracy, an object, it's more valuable than it appears. Well, that wheat's going to be a lot more valuable than it appears, given that there's not going to be any crops, right? Somebody succeeds gloriously. Oh, she has. Which means suddenly everyone's looking at her. Ooh, one too many. Yeah, get in here. The group reveals its true plans. Whoever is involved in the other people involved in the conspiracy decide they need to deal with her in some way, and a calamity changes options. So from here, we have a wheat shipment that's going to be worth something only if the crop fails. We've stopped the crop from failing. The stolen wheat is going to get here, and someone else is going to need it. They're going to talk to her. Well, you have this giant pile of wheat that we need. Thankfully, your crop didn't fail. What can we do about it? The conspiracy tries to kill her off. There's a few other members left. Maybe we didn't find them all. And at the end, a calamity changes options. Something... The people behind the conspiracy burn a chunk of the crops, and now we have to use it. But we can't just confiscate it. After all, it's legal goods. How does a party deal with that? We need to negotiate for stolen stuff in order to help this town. That's kind of different, isn't it? And that's how easy you are. Like, that's just the bare bones. Like, you're going to fill that in with monsters and stuff. Let's try one more here. I'm already a little ways in. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to start with who gives us this campaign? Who gives us this adventure? That looks like nobility to me. It's definitely nobility. So, you learn from another's mistake. No one has traveled here before. A barrier holds true. Well, that explains why no one's traveled here. It was all a dream. Oh my word. Oh my god. What if all this stuff here, is the result of this conspiracy? We thought we solved it. Have you seen, I wouldn't say Inception because I haven't seen Inception, but something like Repo Man, the newer one where they're recovering organs. And spoiler alert, there's a bunch of dream stuff in it. So what we need is another person's mistake. Somebody back here that messed up. We're going to say someone back here left a clue for us. Someone who's part of this but didn't want to be. Left us a clue by messing up, by leaving something out of this dream. Or something in that should not have been there. Like maybe the merchant is from a town one of the NPCs have been from. And he says so. But no one in the party's never heard of the guy. So they've messed up. As a result, the party tracks him to some place that people in the village don't go to for some reason. Those woods are haunted. That cave is bad. People have tried to go there, but it's just too scary. So we're looking at some kind of, not an illusion, but some effect that scares people away. That someone in the party needs to get through as... It's not a physical wall, so we'll go with something like an illusion, right? That someone needs to defeat that. You get to the end, you fight the main bad guy, and you're all back in your room. Back here. It's a bit of a cop-out to do things like screw people over by saying, oh, it was just a dream. But you're still going to gain some XP through all of this. And you're going to gain a little bit of insight into some weird way the culture in this area works. Maybe they have a lot of portents through dreams, or maybe they have a lot of dreams have certain meanings and stuff. So we've just gone through all of this. We've got an opening adventure. We have something that gets us deeper into the mythos of this town. And at the end, we actually solve the conspiracy and get out. And then possibly that leaves us open for some other things. So we've managed to chain together three things at a time. This could potentially carry a party from level 1 to level 3, maybe level 4. So what we've essentially done is we've just mapped out the bare bones of something like one of Pathfinder's adventure modules. And all we had to do was sit here and go through random cards. We've come up with a coherent adventure at the beginning of an adventure path. And all we've done is look at cards. Kind of neat, eh?